Hey,
Hey.
wow, so Steph, you're looking great today. How was your day?
Good. Well, we just started with an hour of interview, so it's all good. It's all good.
Let's just start straight away with the most powerful question. You have come a long path to go to Eurovision because you have already been there as a backing vocalist, as a coach vocalist, and everything in like 2018, 2021, and now you are representing your country as the main singer. And how does it feels to be an actual representative of your country after so many years of being a back vocalist?
Great, of course. Yeah. I mean, and not to take away anything from being a backing vocalist, because I really enjoyed those two experiences, and I would have not been here if it wasn't for those experiences, for sure. I think I really fell in love even more with Eurovision. I was always a fan, always followed the festival, but doing it as a delegation made me fall in love with the whole experience even more. And yes, something inside of me was like, I wouldn't mind knowing what it feels like if I could be on stage and do it myself. That was definitely something that was on the bucket list. So I'm very happy that I get to sit here and talk to you as the the representative of Belgium for this year's Eurovision Song Contest.
And I'm so happy that you got this possibility after so many years. Of course, speaking about those years, we have to talk about the overall experience of your past years and this. Have you already feel any difference from your experience in 2021 and 2018 and now? And also an important question, one of your backing vocalists is actually a girl that already have been a backing vocalist with you in 2021 with
Yes.
Hookphonic. And have you been long friends?
Yes. Wait. So I'll answer first
Yeah.
the question with the friends. Like with actually Monique Harkin was also there, which is her name with me with Senek as well. So she's like me doing this the third time. So that's amazing. But she's my best friend for years, for over 20 years. Actually, everyone on stage with me are my best friends. So I'm very lucky to have them with me and to share something like this with your friends is quite amazing, I have to say.
You have been in the music industry for quite a long time, and
Yes.
we have to talk about how did it started? When did you felt that you would like to be a singer in your life?
Oh, I think I've always known I wanted to sing. I think as a child I was always singing and dancing and putting on shows. And I started performing at a very young age, and it was never not an option for me to become a singer and to become a musician. It's just something I was very driven from a very young age to achieve that. So, and I started taking lessons when I was 6, 7 years old. I studied music after my high school and stuff. So it was always, yeah, I was also always very driven to make that happen for myself.
Let's just get back to your representing this year with your song Because of You. I think the meaning of the song is pretty much straightforward, but what is the deep meaning behind it?
The deep meaning behind it. Yeah, I think I wrote that song with Jawad Alul, a fellow queer artist. So we have the same perspective as queer artists, and we wrote that song as a self-empowering anthem. But it couldn't be just about yourself. It had to be about the people that brought you there for
Yeah.
us. So it wouldn't. It was, and that's the deeper message is that I think personally, as a queer man, as a gay man, I think we tend to find people who are like us. We tend to find like-minded individuals, and because we understand the struggle, we understand the battle that we have to go through, and we take care of each other. That's a beautiful thing in our community. We take care of each other because we know what it's like to not be seen. And so that's what that song really is about to me. And the great thing is, what you're gonna see on stage is literally that representation. Those are my circle one friends around me, the singers, and my husband is right there next to me making all the visuals. So it's really representation of the song when it comes to the theme. But I also think for something like Eurovision, it is universal. The you in Because of You could stand for anything and anyone that you wanted to represent. Anyone knows what it's like to maybe not be happy about yourself. And everyone knows that sometimes you get there because of the help of family, friends, even something spiritual could be because of you. I think it's just a very universal theme in that sense.
And now about Eurosong 2023, I think your emotions when you heard that you won were just telling the truth about what you were you're feeling inside. But what were in your head? What were like your first emotions, thoughts when you understood that you won the selection?
Yeah, well, yeah, everyone, the face is still a meme and it's all good. But I think I was in shock because not that I was unambitious. I definitely went in with the idea I want to represent my country. I want to win these national finals. But I was just very realistic. And I think when you come to my age, you let go of shit much quicker.
No.
Because I was also like, if this doesn't work out, I'll still be working because I've worked for 20 years in this business. So for me, it wasn't like, oh my God, I have to win. It was more like, it would be good if I would win. It was more like this. And I thought it a very good, I was very happy with my performance. And I was like, no, just let it go. And whatever happens, happens. And I think my natural state as a human being is to expect the least. Some people expect the most, and I expect the least, and then it's everything is better if you expect the least.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happened during the voting. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting a lot of points from the jury, but yeah, I won't be last. That's already good. I won't be last. That's kind of how I felt. And then the points of the public came, and I was really like, what? How? What? And yeah, until the end, because Gala and Shireen were favorites. So I was like, yeah, but they'll probably get more votes, and then I'll have a very good result, and I have nothing to be ashamed about when I go back home. And I think just the option of winning was not the first option in my head, which is why I made the face I made.
No, actually, I think that this winning reaction is the most truthful winning reaction this year overall in all the European countries that had a national selection. So
Yeah, I hear that a lot from people. So yeah.
back to your backing vocalist, of course, they were just incredible. They were like a cherry on top of the cake of your performance.
Yes.
And are you going to take them to Liverpool? And will we see other new members on stage?
They will definitely be coming to Liverpool with me, that's for sure. And yes, there will be a third backing vocalist added to the whole ensemble. And she's called Sandrine van Handenhoven. She's a very famous singer here in Belgium. She's also one of my best friends. And she sang on the record actually, but she couldn't be there for the national final because she had another commitment. But we kind of made the agreement: if I win, you'll come along. And I won, and now she's coming along. So it's gonna be nice to have. And they're my three best friends, so it's great to have them on stage.
And well, we have to talk about your overall plans in Liverpool. What should we expect from you on Liverpool stage?
Well, I can't tell you too much because, of course, the VRT will have me killed. But I can tell you it's going to be much more dynamic. When we did the national final, we were stuck a bit on those stairs that we used. They were lovely, but when we saw how big the stage is in Liverpool, we realized very quickly we have to do something that's much more dynamic. So there will be much more happening on the whole full stage, and there will be a lot more interaction. Sorry, with the backing vocalists. So we will have a lot of more moments together, a lot of movements together. And I think, yeah, it's going to be something very different from what you've seen on national final. That's for sure.
And speaking about your perfect iconic look, will it be changed?
Yes. I will wear something different, but it will be the same designer. So the designer of my clothes is Walter van Berendonk. He's truly a fashion icon. He's been working since the 80s. He was part of the Antwerp Six, which was a legendary six-part designer team that started in the 80s. And he's gonna create a look for me, or we already made a look actually. And the good thing is we had the chance to go into his archives and look at pieces he made throughout time. So it will be also an ode to his work at the same time. And I'm very proud to be represented by a very iconic Belgian designer. I think it's only fair that I would incorporate Belgian fashion into my show.
Would you share with us your favorite song from overall years of Eurovision or this year that you actually love?
Well, overall, there's a couple, but if I have to take one, it's gonna be Imani with "Where Are You Now" from
Ooh,
1998.
yeah,
She came in second after Dana International. She was
yeah.
the UK entry, and I loved, to be very clear, I loved Diva by Dana International, and it was a huge moment because she was the first trans representative who actually did win the Eurovision, which was in those days a very, very big deal. And so I just want to make sure I don't take anything away from Dana International. But that song, Imani, Where Are You Now, really is something that I always loved. I still listen to that song a lot. I think the fact that it's also a bit house influenced is something that really speaks to me, and that really is something that you can also hear in Because of You. And I love the lyrics. They're very moody and dark, and her vocal is incredible. So that's my favorite song. Hi, I'm Gustaph. I'm the Belgian contestant for Eurovision 2023 Because of You. And I want to thank the people at Eurovision Insider for all the support. And I want to also thank everyone who's involved in something like this, because I say this every time, people like you and people who are in this community, they're the fire starters of Eurovision. They start the whole process and then the public takes over. And without you, this wouldn't be as big as it is right now. So I thank you all for doing that. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next Eurovision years to come. It was a lovely interview. Thank you so much.
Bye bye. See you.
Bye-bye.